Okay, so we went over a few things. The first thing we went over is a warm-up exercise. This is my first fret, third fret, fifth fret, seventh fret, ninth fret, 12th fret. That way I don't have to, pause every few seconds to make sure you're following along. We're going to start with a warm-up exercise every time. First finger on the fifth fret, second finger on the seventh fret, pinky on the ninth fret. And just notice I'm not keeping my index or my middle finger anchored because I don't want to be stretching real awkwardly. So the second shape that we do is index on the fifth fret, ring on the seventh fret, pinky on the eighth. Third shape is going to be index, middle, pinky, fifth, sixth, seventh fret. Our fourth shape is going to be index, middle, ring. It's just going to be 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. Our next shape is going to be starting with our middle finger on our sixth fret. And we're going to go middle, ring, pinky. 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. That'll be your warm-up. Just for right now, we'll add something a bit more productive in terms of a warm-up in the future, but right now I just want to get your fingers adjusted to moving this way. So then we're going to take our arm and just pump massage it a minute. Then press your palms together and you'll extend your fingers out and then squeeze your fingers together. Push with one set of fingers without moving your palms. Push with the other set of fingers. Stretch your fingers out. Push. And ideally you want to do this, you don't want it to be static like you're holding it, but just kind of like wiggle a little bit. And that way it's, when you do exercises, you don't want to warm up with static stretches. So that would be our warm-up, and then we have a progression. It sounds like this. And so what's happening here is we have an A minor chord, a G major chord, an F major chord, an E minor chord, a D minor chord, a C major chord, a G7 chord, and a C chord. And in terms of numbers, or rather numerals, this is a minor 6, major 5, major 4, minor 3, minor 2, 1, major 1, 5, 7, major 1. Right now it's not very important for you to memorize those numerals, the numbers, but review this video when we're more into talking about those sorts of things, and we'll go from there. So what you're going to do is 12th fret with your pinky finger, 10th fret with your middle finger, 9th fret with your index, and we're starting on the A string 12, D string 10, G string 9. The next set of tones you'll have is starting on the 10th fret with your pinky, A string, 9th fret, ring finger, D string, 7th fret, first finger, G string. Then we're going to move on to the 8th fret of the A string, pinky. Then we're going to use our ring finger to grab the 7th fret of the D string, and then our index to grab the 5th fret of the G string. We're going to move one more fret down with our pinky to the 7th fret of the A string, our middle finger to the 5th fret of the D string, our index finger to the 4th fret of the G string. Gonna move two more frets down to the 5th fret with our pinky finger, 5th A string, middle finger, 3rd fret, D string, 2nd fret, 1st finger, G string. And then we're going to finish by having a C chord. It's important that you let this low E ring out. And then we're going to go to a G chord shape, but instead of your pinky being on the 3rd fret of the high E string, you're going to use your index finger on the 1st fret. And then we're going to go back to C. All together again. And this is all in the key of C major. So that means that there are no sharps or flats in the key. Long story short, that just means that the musical alphabet is A to G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We will not use any tones outside of A through G. We will not use A sharp or B sharp or C sharp or etc. We're only using A, C, E, G, B, D, F, A, C, E, G, B, D, F, A, C, G, C. And we will continue a little bit more expansive in terms of music theory complexity, in terms of exercises, and in terms of progressions on our next lesson.